Mastering the art of detachment. This is probably the most important life skill that I can recommend to any artist, creator, or just human being in general. And the reason being is because attachment is the root of all suffering. What we attach ourselves to will eventually bring us suffering. It's the same concept as an asset that's held too long can become a liability. If you hold something too long, it can become detrimental to you. And this same concept applies unilaterally. And so when you master the art of detachment, you are able to remove yourself from that of which brings you suffering. Even if it is a momentary removing, it will provide a sense of relief that you can't get unless you detach from certain circumstances and outcomes. Often we attach ourselves to everything, people, places, things, outcomes, and this puts us into a extreme depressive state because we are trying to hold down. Depression is nothing more than holding something down. What are you holding down that you do not want to release? And this is where mastering the art of detachment comes in. Because when you can detach from the things that you have attached to, the things that are depressing you, and you can release these things, you gain energy back. You gain energy that will allow you to move forward and gain insight, revelations to open new chapters of your life. But it begins with letting go. The universe cannot fill up your cup if you've got 99% hate and only 1% left for love. You're going to remain unfulfilled. You must throw out the hate that's in that cup so that the universe can now fill your cup with what you truly want. Your past can be seen as somebody just filling up a cup with something that you don't really want to drink, right? It is what it is. You can't change it, but it made you who you are. So now, if you don't like the taste of that, you can pour out what's in that cup. You can pour out your past, and you can allow the universe. You can go to that universal drive-through. You can place an order, and the universe will fulfill that order. But if you are at the drive-through and you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I want to order one happy life, and the universe like, okay, one happy life, thank you, please drive up. And you're like, no, hold on, cancel that. I don't think I'm good enough for that. Oh shoot. Maybe let's go with maybe a mediocre life. Yeah. I think I deserve that. Yeah, it's cool. Could I get a mediocre life? No. I did that one thing that one time. That's not. It, Never mind. Can I just get a water? Okay, please drive up. So you get to the window, you get your water, and you're pissed that you don't have your happy life, that you don't have your mediocre life, or anything you asked for. But you got to understand, you canceled all those things. You canceled all those things because you couldn't detach yourself from the reality of those circumstances. It became overwhelming when you began to process the fact of, well, what if I truly do receive what I'm asking for? What if I really do get the happy life that I want? Will I mess it up? Will I ruin it? You got to understand that you can't ruin what is for you. It does not matter what anybody else's journey looks like except for your own. You could be homeless for 40 years of your life, then one day, all it takes is one day. Our life changes in one day. You finally have that breakthrough. Become a millionaire seemingly overnight, right? Everything is seemingly overnight. But it's the compounding, the realizations that have been built up, the letting go, making space for new information, new realizations so that you can evolve. That's the success. And that is something that doesn't happen overnight. But the more you become comfortable with detaching yourself, the easier it gets to put yourself in a position to win, because you will not be attached to the outcome. And because you won't be attached to the outcome, it's going to want you even more. Because if you're chasing something, you're pushing it away. If you are accepting that, hey, I deserve that, and when it comes to me, I'll know that that's the time that it was supposed to come to me, you are in a different place, my friend. That is a different level of peace that most cannot obtain. Everything is relative. You see people with money, you see people with status, power, but everything is relative because internally they all have the same emotions. And I'll let you in on a little secret. They struggle with mastering the art of detachment as well. Because everybody does. It's a human thing to struggle with the art of detachment. And the reason I call it an art is because it's truly an art. Humans are complex, contradicting machines. So it is an art to understand the science of the mind, body, and soul, and to integrate and to create a harmonious universe, an innerverse. Everything is contingent upon your ability to master the art